We thought we would like to start the reading of the list with a special surprise. We actually have one of the authors here. Are you ready? Robin?
The first of the new Texas Bluebonnet list is Laugh with the Moon by Shauna Berg. Is Shauna in the house? Laugh with the Moon. 13-year-old Claire travels with her physician father to Malawi for 9 weeks. Claire is still grieving for her mother, who died recently. She must not only live with very scarce amenities, no hot showers, but must also go to school in the local village. Did we mention that she was also furious with her father?
No!
No, we didn't. How will a 21st century American girl survive 9 weeks in Africa? No cell phone, no technology, no friends, a grieving heart, and an attitude that is in need of adjusting. Claire does make friends and does do well in the village school. However, the process is tough for her. Give this book to thoughtful readers who enjoy a slower pace, serious topics, and who must savor their stories. Shauna Berg!
And now an even more special surprise. For this second book on the list, the author is not here. Robin. Thank you, Robin. It's really hard breaking in a new sidekick. Also reading through these.
I answered an egg on Craigslist. How I got this.
Robin. Batman does not know what Craigslist means. Book number 2 on the Texas Bluebonnet list, Waiting for the Magic, by Patricia McLaughlin, illustrated by Amy June. Dad leaves in anger. Mom gathers the kids and heads to the local animal shelter where she adopts 4 dogs and a cat. And it's funny. So everyone laugh now.
I want to take a pause in the proceedings now, Batman, and just point out that you've actually read the Texas Bluebonnet Award before, haven't you?
Yes, I have, Robin.
But I was not privy to that fabulous litany of literacy, was I, John Scieszka?
Well, I was here with another guy. Some people may know Mac Barnett. Don't applaud for him. Why do you think he's not here today?
He's been a real disappointment.
No, not because he's at the other school. Not because he's at the church. He's terrible. He was awful. Did you see his muscles last year? Look at my muscles. Don't be afraid to muscles now. Up here in front. Oh, very good.
Back to the list.
Back to the list.
The next entry is Bake Sale by Sarah Barron. Published by First Second in 2011. I believe this is a graphic novel or comic book. Is it not, John Scieszka?
Right there, Robin.
Bake Sale. Cupcake, who is a cupcake, has a passion for baking. Actually, this sounds a little messed up.
I wonder if I could get another Robin.
He idolizes the famous pastry chef Turkish Delight with his friend Eggplant. Seriously? Eggplant? Is that right?
Yes.
It is so hard to get a sidekick these days.
When his friend Eggplant reveals that Turkish Delight is the business partner of his aunt, they begin planning their trip to Turkey. Cupcake shows us the ultimate in sacrifice as he works overtime to fund his upcoming trip. But does everything always go smoothly?
No, it does not, Rob.
No! It doesn't for Cupcake either. The plot twists make us really glad we made the acquaintance of Cupcake. Bake Sale by Sarah Barron.
Yeah. Our next entry on the Texas Bluebonnet Award list 2013-2014. Tua and the Elephant by R.P. Harris, illustrated by Tyene Yu. That's an elephant. Everyone here, give it up for the elephant. This is about elephants in Thailand. Tua is 9 years old and becomes the rescuer and protector of the elephant she names Pon Pon. Do you like that name, Robin?
I do not.
What would you substitute for Pon Pon?
Todd.
I think it would have made for a much weirder book.
That's where you and I are different, John Scieszka.
Thank you, Robin. Tua and the Elephant.
Next on the Texas Bluebonnet Award list for 2013-2014 is Looking at Lincoln by Maria Kalman.
Hooray.
Ms. Kalman asks us to really look at Lincoln. Like, look at his mole. And like that weird neck beard that he had. What was up with that?
Robin, I don't think Myra Kalman is asking us to do that.
This new perspective, John Scieszka, begins with a $5 bill. Looking in the library provides a story behind the man, from the log cabin to studying by candlelight to Springfield, Illinois, and beyond. It doesn't say what the beyond is. I'm not really sure what became of it.
Traditionally, beyond just means not where you are now.
Oh, I see.
Beyond would be out there, could be out there.
We get glimpses of his family, his favorite dessert, and his stove-top hat. I think the stove-pipe hat, but...
That's a stuffing,
stove-top
Robin.
hat is just like a...
It's a type of stuffing.
A
Yes,
bowl
yes,
of
really,
stuffing.
Robin.
As the book progresses, the tone and paintings become more serious as we move toward the Emancipation Proclamation and the Civil War. Looking at Lincoln by Myra Kalman.
Wow. I never thought I would miss Mac Barnett. But it's good to have you, Robin. It's good to have you. Because that Mac Barnett was not right in the head. Something was wrong with him. Upstairs, if you know what I mean. No, Robin. Robin, I'm sorry. Robin, could everyone cheer for Robin one more time? I'm sorry, I hurt his feelings. Robin, I'm sorry.
Just get on with the list.
Would you like him to chant for you?
I would like him to chant for me.
Robin, Robin. All right, you went too far once again, Robin. At 5 feet from the children, remember? The next book, Glory Be by Augusta Scattergood. There's an Augusta Scattergood fan. Look at that cover. That's also a very good cover. In the summer of 1964, life in Hanging Moss, Mississippi has not felt the effects of the Civil Rights Movement. So what we get in this is Miss Scattergood finding out what's going on in the community. This book is a roller coaster of emotions, much like myself. I go from angry to mad.
Just hurtful, honestly.
Robin, for goodness sake, I apologized. I said I was sorry.
All right, just move on.
As I was saying, I go from angry to hurt. Sometimes I have feelings. We're not right now, though. Okay. So you will love this book, Glory Be by Augusta Scattergood.
Flying the Dragon by Natalie Diaz Lorenzi, published by Charles Bridge.
Yay!
Cousin Sky, born in the USA, and Hiroshi, born in Japan, share only one thing: an aging and very ill grandfather. They tell their stories in alternating chapters. Sky concentrates on improving her soccer game so she can win a place on the All-Star team. Now that grandfather and Hiroshi's family have arrived from Japan, Sky must reconnect with her Japanese side. Hiroshi has suddenly moved from his Japanese village to... The quotes were in there.
What was the little move you made there, Robin?
Japanese, those are air quotes.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Hiroshi, no, there aren't any quotes there. Hiroshi has suddenly moved from his Japanese village to Virginia, where his grandfather will undergo treatment for cancer. Grandfather and Hiroshi were sure to win the upcoming Rokaku kite fighting competition in their small village. Now he must learn English, and share his beloved grandfather with Sky.
Wow.
Flying the Dragon by Natalie Diaz Lorenzi.
Robin?
Yes, John Scieszka?
What was the name of that kite flying competition again?
The Rokaku Fighting Kite Competition. John Scieszka.
Thank you, Robin.
Rokaku.
I am so glad you're my sidekick, Robin, because that guy, Mac Barnett, I just couldn't stand him. He was such a
There's somebody saying Rokaku's kite fighting competition?
What is this? What is this? I'm sorry I'm late. Hey everybody, I'm Mac Barnett.
Mac?
Author of the Bluebonnet nominated Brixton Brothers #1, the case of mistaken identity, which lost last year, but that's all right.
Mac.
We're not bitter about it.
No, that was last year. This is the 2013-14.
Right, but we do this thing where you and I read it. Who is this guy? Who is this?
Mac, this...
Who is this? Who is it? Take off that mask.
It's Robin. Don't worry, Mac. Wow, this is uncomfortable. Is it wrong to have two Robins?
It's really wrong. You said I was your Robin.
Yeah, I know I did.
We were sidekicks for life.
I know I said that, but then this other thing came up, Robin. Adam Rex.
Adam Rex, illustrator of the Brixton Brothers #1, the case of mistaken identity, Bluebonnet nominee last year. How could you? Holy stinging betrayal, Batman!
Robin?
Mac, I mean, we're just...
Are those dishwashing gloves, Robin?
My costume was assembled in the housewares and women's aisles of Target, yes. But I think it's pretty good. I think it works. Is it because my costume wasn't good enough? This guy's wearing Dockers.
I'm sorry, Mac. I mean, we ran into each other, you know, at the National Book Festival, and we were both in costume already, and, you know, we got to talking, and one thing led to another.
What does he have that I don't?
Black boots.
Pants.
Long pants, for one. I'm just going to look up, Robin. I'm going to look straight ahead from now on.
Can I at least read?
Maybe you go, well, maybe you should. Would you like to read
Can I read a nominee?
Oh, for goodness sake, please.
Balloons Over Broadway! The true story of the puppeteer of Macy's Parade by Melissa Sweet, published by Houghton Mifflin in 2011. In the opening spread, we learned the book is about Tony Sarg, and that Sarg rhymes with arg. I didn't write that joke.
Yes, he did.
From the age of 6, Tony was fascinated by the mechanisms to make things move. He devised a way to open the chicken coop at 6 a.m. without having to leave his bed. He used pulleys and a rope. Tony's love of making... Yeah, the chicken coop fans back there. Tony's love of making things move led him to a career of creating the marionettes for Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. In this sketch of Tony Sarg's life, Ms. Sweet provides detailed drawings and collage that recreate Tony's path to greatness. That's it. That's the end. When I go like this, that's the end. I'm done.
Robin, your thespian skills are sharp as ever.
Then why is he here?
Let's read the next one, Robin.
Freaky Fast Frankie Joe by Latricia Clifton. Published by Holiday House in 2012. Frankie Joe and his mom live a laid-back life in Texas. Is there anybody here from Texas?
Does anybody here live a laid-back life?
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
But a string of bad choices lands his mom in jail. A laid-back life in jail. Ever the optimist, Frankie Joe is dismayed when his mother's incarceration forces him to leave the only family and friends he has ever known. He travels from South Texas with his dad to northern Illinois to begin his new life. He discovers en route that a stepmother and 4 half-brothers he didn't know even existed wait for him. Trying to make the best of a difficult situation, he uses his bicycle to deliver pizza and cosmetics. This sounds really unlikely. pizza, and cosmetics in the hopes of earning enough money to bike the 1,100 miles back home to Texas. Freaky Fast Frankie Joe by Lutricia Clifton.
Thank you, Robin. That was very good.
Yeah, wasn't it, right?
Yeah. Hey, well, I don't think we're supposed to question the winners, however. Just a note.
No, that's
a note.
That's a good note.
Here's how you do it. Here's how you do it.
Wow, this has gotten exciting. Go
The
ahead,
next nominee. 10 rules you absolutely must not break if you want to survive the school bus. By John Granditz and illustrated by Michael Allen Austin. Let me ask you, is anybody here right now in Austin? Wow, what a crowd. Published by Clarion Books in 2011. Terrified by his older brother's advice about rules of conduct for survival on the school bus, Kyle finds himself breaking most of the rules. The number one rule is, never sit on the first row. So Kyle ignores the open first row seat and travels to the only other seat available at the back of the bus, where he immediately breaks rule number 2, never sit in the last row. Rules involving never talking to girls, never messing with the bully or the bus driver continue to be broken, but with surprising results. The bus turns into a birthday cake. No, I'm sorry, I just made that up.
Robin!
The picture book concludes with a new rule, number 11, that Kyle devises. Everyone who has ever managed riding a school bus will enjoy Kyle's flight as he navigates the rules of the bus. And the bus. Surprise! Delightful, capricious illustrations both support and enhance the story.
Wow. Wow. I was just going to ask if anyone was interested in being a sidekick, but now...
You need a third sidekick now?
Too much?
You need 3?
Too much? Yes.
I feel like I got hit with a boulder of kryptonite.
Kryptonite is Superman, man.
Which one of them has the Spidey sense?
Spider-Man.
That makes sense.
Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Courage and compassion make for great storytelling in this middle school drama of a boy, Augie, with severe facial deformities. Holy craniomaxillary abnormalities, John Scieszka.
Yes, Robin.
Augie, having been homeschooled all of his life, is now attending 5th grade at a private school. Augie tells of his struggles to make people see beyond his misshapen freak face. Freak face, huh?
What is happening, Robin?
You get all the air quotes.
His misshapen freak face.
That's true, Robin.
And see the real person underneath. And alternating voices, Augie's friends and family tell of their struggles to accept Augie into their lives and activities. Readers who like books about strong, funny characters will relish Augie's rise to the top of the middle school heap. Wonder by R.J. Palacio.
Robin, I really liked your pose. Robin, I loved your pose also.
Loved.
I have one question though. Is your mom going to be missing a yellow-orange pashmina?
That's all I had to work with.
Never mind. Go on. Oh, wait, am I mic'd? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Robin.
What do you think of the welding?
Oh, it's my own hand. I'm sorry. Take it away, Robin.
And the next book, The Humming Room, by Ellen Potter, published by Bible and Friends in 2012. Who here is living in the year 2012? I love this crowd! The cover tells us that The Humming Room is a novel inspired by The Secret Garden. Those who have read The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett, that's close to Barnett, which is a great last name, will see in The Humming Room a similar theme of a strong girl, a rich uncle, a sick and weak cousin, and a friend who helps save them all. 12-year-old Rue Fanshawe witnesses the murder of her parents while hiding under their mobile home. With no other relatives, her wealthy, eccentric uncle takes her in. He lives in a very strange old house, located on an island, in a river. With courage and cunning, Blue works to discover the truths of mysterious noises, secret spaces, and the wild boy who inhabits the riverbank. Give this book to readers who love a mystery with spooky, ghostly places and characters with grit and spunk.
Barnum's Bones! How Barnum Brown Discovered the Most Famous Dinosaur in the World by Tracy Byrne. Illustrated by Boris Kulikov. Did you ever wonder who discovered the first Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Yes. At least 60% of you have!
Have you ever heard of Barnum Brown? This illustrated biography will inform and delight you as you learn about Barnum's early life and his love of fossils. Always following his dreams and his passion for bones, Barnum Brown eventually found the most famous dinosaur in the whole world, the T-Rex, which is a great last name, Rex. Did Barnum stop there? No, he did not. The book succinctly relates Barnum's quest to collect bones from all over the world. Many double-spread illustrations support and enhance the short biography. Double spread, ladies and gentlemen. Barnum's Bones, How Barnum Brown Discovered the Most Famous Dinosaur in the World by Tracy Byrne, illustrated by Boris Kulikov.
Wow, nice, Robin. Robin?
Oh, you want to wait?
Our next book, Giants Beware by Jorge Aguirre. I love that guy. Illustrated by Rafael Rosado and published by First Second in 2012. The cover says, "Heroes come in all sizes." And I might add, all genders. What the cover says, you gotta time your entrances, man.
Oh, Robin. Stepping on my cord.
I never step on your cord, John.
Robin, just read what's on the paper.
Claudette picks up the sword that her father was forced to put down. She begins the quest to find and slay the giant who favors baby feet as his favorite snack. And they are delicious, so don't knock it until you've tried it. This action-packed graphic novel will appeal to readers who like quirky characters, where the underdog comes out on top.
Robin, wow.
Walls Within Walls by Maureen Sherry. Give it up! Walls Within Walls takes us to present-day New York City, where, is there anybody here who lives in New York City?
She won't even make a noise. She's too cool. She's like,
I do, Robin. Gotham.
Where a brother and sister discover amazing secrets about their new apartment. It was once owned by an eccentric millionaire. Is there any other kind, really? An eccentric millionaire who turned the apartment into a giant puzzle. 12-year-old CJ, 9-year-old Bird, and 6-year-old Patrick delve into the mysterious place, which takes them to many landmarks around the city. With the help of the older woman who lives in another apartment, the children become detectives, much like the greatest detective, Batman.
Thank you, Robin.
Steve Brixton is what I thought he was going to say.
And begin to solve the mystery of the walls within walls. Give this to readers who enjoy fast-paced novels with a mystery that demands a solution. Walls Within Walls by Maureen Sherry.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point you're probably thinking, how long can this charade go on? How long can the tension build? How many books can possibly be on this list?
Surprising number, it turns out.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch more. So I thought maybe we'd take a small break right now, and I thought maybe you could help me choose the best Robin. Each Robin will be able to make one crime-fighting move. Only one short crime-fighting move. And then the crowd will be able to judge, yes or no. Who would like to go first, Robin? Robin or Robin? Oh, good heavens, this is very confusing. Robin, just go. Pow! slow motion, apparently. Thank you, Robin. Don't applaud yet. Let's watch all the moves. Now, Robin with the short pants.
The real Robin.
I mean, the real. Well, okay, Robin, you just go ahead. Wow! Zing, zow, bam, biff. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, by your applause, please, Robin number 1. Robin number 1.5. Wow. That is absolutely clear. It sounds like both Robins. Excellent. Let's get going. The next book is Jangles, A Big Fish Story by David Shannon. You may know David Shannon as the guy who wrote No David? About the little guy who ran around with no pants on? Do you know where David Shannon got that story? He did that himself. But this is about a giant fish that got away. And this little boy catches it, but nobody knows. It drags him down through the lake. He comes back to tell the whole story, and I won't give away the ending. Jangles by David Shannon.
All right, here we go. The next book, Fairest of All by Sarah Milnowski, published by Scholastic Press in 2012. Book 1 of the new Whatever After series introduces characters Abby and her brother Jonah, who get intricately involved in the life of Snow White and those 7 dwarves. Did you know that 3 of the dwarves are female? That's in here. That's not one of my ad-libs. But where'd they get those beards? Give this to people who like their fairy tales fractured. Who likes that kind of thing? A little humor and a bit of suspense. And beware the big mirror in the basement. I'll tell you, when you dress like this, you do learn to beware big mirrors. I was thinking that this morning.
Coral Reefs by Jason Chin. This fantasy non-fiction book will take you from the library into a great ocean. Wait a minute, you said fantasy non-fiction. How can that be? It's either fantasy or non-fiction, fact or fiction. It can't be both. This actually would have worked better as sort of a playful back and forth between maybe a couple of us. But
Focus, Robin.
when you see this book, you'll understand what I mean. Mr. Chin uses great imagination to help us understand the coral reef ecology by actually taking us there through the experience of a girl. Library book in hand, she views all creatures that live in and around the coral reefs. The illustrations help us understand the thousands of relationships that exist in these great coral cities. We see the big fish eat the little ones. Don't believe it could happen? Then why are there corals and a bit of seawater on the steps outside the New York Public Library?
We don't know, Robin.
You see, I was right. Really, I don't mean to be this strident about it. I'm just reading what's here. I'm really sorry. You see, I was right. It's fantasy because a library doesn't usually turn into an ocean as one reads it. Okay, yeah, I see that actually. It's non-fiction because all the fabulous facts about coral reef ecology. Coral Reefs by Jason Chin.
And now it's that time. The last Bluebonnet nominee.
Robin, that's inappropriate.
Rude. Just rude. The book is... Oh, 3 more?
Which 3? Okay, there's 3. We're just messing with you, audience.
Just kidding.
We wanted to see how strong you are. Robin.
The next one is The One and Only Ivan by Catherine Applegate and illustrated by Patricia Castellao, published by Harper.
Catherine, is she here?
She's great. Yes!
Where?
And she's in Austin somewhere.
Yes, she is here. In
Published by Harper, an imprint of HarperCollins. Who knew? In 2012, meet Ivan, the gorilla who lives in the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade, along with Mac, a great first name, the mall boss, Stella, the elephant, and Bob, the stray dog. Together they have an existence to which Ivan has grown accustomed. He says he doesn't remember being a wild gorilla. Ivan spends his time eating bananas and entertaining the children who visit him. He also talks to Stella and Bob. Then Ruby, a baby elephant, arrives. As Ruby begins her training, Stella tells Ivan that she is sick and makes him promise to find a better home for Ruby. So, how does a 400-pound gorilla lobby for better treatment of animals in the mall? The answer may surprise you. Hint, it's something that we think gorillas can do a little. Drive cars. That's my guess.
Good guess, Robin.
Told from Ivan's point of view, this book will appeal to readers who like serious topics, fast-paced plots, and imaginative animal stories.
Robin, don't hurt the citizens. The #1 rule in crime fighting. Look good.
Done.
Okay. The #2 rule. Do not hurt the citizens. Because the press is terrible. Actually, there is one more surprise book, citizens.
One more surprise book?
I promise, maybe. It was 3, it was 2, now it's 1.
We're knocking them off.
Ghetto Cowboys! Ghetto Cowboys! By G. Neri. Illustrated by Jesse Joshua Watson. Recipe for a new urban cowboy story. Take a stable full of horses in North Philadelphia, a bunch of cowboys, and a 12-year-old boy. He travels from Michigan to live with a father he has never known. Thoroughly mix a squabble with City Hall over the horses and a community that has been greatly helped by those cowboys and horses. The result, an action-oriented story that will appeal to many readers who love a lively pace and characters who stand up for what's right. The author states the book was, quote, inspired by real-life urban black horsemen of the North Philadelphia and the Brooklyn, Queens area. Ghetto Cowboy by G. Neri.
Let's hear it, citizens. Now that was the most exciting reading, the most super reading of the most super list ever of Bluebonnet list. As a grand finale.